So yeah, you know, it's like it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people from the city or whatever that was putting that shit on. Not just me, you know what I'm saying? Like my partner Mike, you know, misdemeanor, partner in crime, he was putting that shit on. My other partner Dale, he was putting that shit on. Like literally, like it coming through with that shit. Like polos and my partner Leonard. It wasn't just really one spot, but in our era, like it's not just me that's infamously known for coming outside putting that shit on. Like I'm not biased to that. You know, killers respect killers. People that's
Getting money
putting that
for it, you know,
getting
like
money, they
I
respect
see.
that.
It is what it
So
is.
it was like that. Like I see other cats from, you know, because I'm from Uptown, but I went to school in the East. I grew up in the East in the checkerboard. I went to Abe. I went to Reed. I went to Fantasy Williams. You know what I'm saying? So I was really both. So I know some head busters out there in the East,
What
bro.
about the Valley Boys? There was a debate
Yeah, that
about
was, and
who
I
like
was in that era. Like you would have thought I was a Bally boy. This nigga, I had everything. Like every Bally shoe that was out. It was like when I first bought like my first pair of Bally's, I went stupid. Like I wasn't putting Jordans and none of that other shit on, bro. It was like this is what it is. When you come outside, if you on that big boy shit, this what you gotta come outside with on. Man. Yeah. 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 I had an Elwood. I just posted a throwback picture of me and some Elwoods. And somebody asked me that in the comments, man, those Elwood. Yeah. I had all of that shit. I had Mariner. I had Bally Thunder. Like a lot of people don't know about that. Like that's the Thunder, like Bally. They like Bally boots or whatever, but they got the Mirage sole on them. Yeah, like nigga, almost all my shoes had the little Bally bag
the bag.
that come with it. Remember the green and white box with the circle on it? Yeah. So like it was my closet, my shoe game was lethal. Like in high school, this ain't just when I, graduated from high school and start dibbling and dabbling and hustling and whatever. It was like at a certain point, I wasn't putting my foot in nothing other than that. Yeah. But they got other cats or whatever that was out there doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like uh I remember me being like seventh grade, right? I ran into, I mentioned the Magnolia, one of my partners or whatever, rest in peace, Terrence Quillen. Tet was one of them dudes that was putting that on. He was the only other person at Abramson that with those Gucci sneakers. He was the only other person. He went to Abe, but he was from out the Magnolia. Him, uh, Fu. Like I ran into Fu somewhere. Fu had on some boots or whatever. Like they always been trendy. Like taking fashion shit to a different level. To me, the Magnolia Project was kind of like Harlem. That shit was like to me like the fashion capital. Like Harlem is
The
like,
Magnolia.
yeah, you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So I was like seeing them niggas Tonto and Wop and Fu and my partner Jerker, man, the boys coming through. Like come like hard heel shit. Like you don't know preppy gangsters. Linen shit, linen suits and all this shit like in a club like when like Jay-Z said when niggas thought you had on some sterling silver, this shit platinum. Like niggas
Yeah,
was
yeah.
taking it to that level like way back then. So that kind of shaped and molded my fashion sense and trying to be different. I remember going to BBH Leather, getting leather outfits made to match the Bally's. I had a Gucci shirt, like polo with Gucci on the collar.
Yeah.
That was another infamous outfit that I wore that niggas were like, damn, like, man, where you get that shit from? It was like customized. You go and get custom outfits or whatever. But it was like a lot of cats. The twins out of the Magnolia, known for they busting heads. Right now, today, like, it's nothing outside of that. Like, these niggas is putting that shit on,
I
bro.
saw them last night.
Yeah, putting that shit on,
I saw
bro.
them boys last night.
Yeah.
I got another question for you.
What's up?
You said you came to Houston in 2011.
Yeah.
When you came to Houston, dressing the way people dress from New Orleans, when you walked in the club, females instantly knew that you wasn't from Houston because of the way you dressed. Without you saying nothing. When they see you, They automatically knew
that I was from the
that
city.
you was from the city.
I don't know. I can't really say that because even like talking to him, like holding a conversation with him, like I could say certain words and because my conversation, you heard me don't flow like that. So, they'd be like, "You're not from Houston, but where you from?" And I'll say certain words. They'd be like, "Oh, you from New Orleans," but not necessarily because of what I had on, because I never really followed like the trends, right? Like I come outside with whatever I feel like putting on, and that shit is just what it is. Like I don't know if I can say that I dress like other people. They know I'm not from Houston. Yeah, because I wasn't wearing starch. They
So
was
what was the
starch
difference
jeans and
when you
Jordans
came
and
to
shit.
Houston? From the style that you dress, and you see the way people in Houston dress. How much of a difference it was? You feel like?
Man, there was a big difference. Because in my mind, not to disrespect, I got some partners from H-Town. But I was like, man, these niggas is country. What, man, why your jeans so starched up like that, bro? Like Jordans, like the long polos. I'm talking about like, remember how we used to wear
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
the
the
long
long
white
tees.
tees
Yeah,
and the big and tall polos with the stripes with the starched down jeans and whatever the new Jordans are, that's what it is. And I wasn't really a Jordan head like that. Like I'm coming through, I got Tim's on and bubble vests. These niggas think I'm from New York, but I'm just not dressing like everybody else in the city. And then I really, at that time, when I first got out here, I was Gucci crazy. Like I went Gucci crazy.
So I want to ask you, what's your take on New Orleans kind of, well, I would say New Orleans kind of being inspired by New York. We're a small city. New York is a big city. Los Angeles is a big city.
Yeah.
Chicago. Why do you think that New Orleans latched on to the way, the fashion, the style, the cars of New York?
Uh, two different coasts, right? Example, in LA, they're not spending a lot of money on gear, right? They're gonna come outside, they got Dickie outfits on, Chucks,
Right.
but they got a 6'4" Impala that's got $50,000 worth of chrome under the hood.
Right.
You feel me? Like they gonna dump 100 in a car, right?
Mm.
New York, they gonna spend $100,000 on a new Benz coupe.
Mm.
They coming through buckets on. It just was, to me, they was just flying.
Mm.
They come
Right.
through buckets on, and that's where the Bally shit come from.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like when Slick Rick and Dana Dane and Dougie Fresh, all that's New York. You know what I'm
New
saying?
York.
So like that's why I really feel like New Orleans or whatever, we kind of took our fashion sense from them because think about it. New York is the fashion capital.
Capital. Yes, sir.
All the new shit, like we didn't know what Evisu jeans was.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of, and out LA wasn't popping like that.
Yeah.
LA
Yeah.
wasn't like really politicking that kind of like gear and shit. So it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like New Orleans lean more toward like we're gonna be fresh. We're gonna
Mm.
be fly. And that's
Mm.
where like it all started from in New York.
Yeah.
Not in LA. No diss to LA. They coming through with the nice cars, the old school whips and all of that shit. But New York, they coming through like with all kind Aston, like Martins, they coming through with all whips and shit.
Yeah.
They dumping 100, 150, 130 into like whatever the new latest sports car, luxury car.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we started doing that in New Orleans. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So definitely adaptation to New York.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember New York had the Dapper Dance. The print Mike Tyson got into altercation at Dapper Dance shop.
Yeah.
Customized. We went through a stage with that, with the Fendi interior, the Gucci interior.
Yeah.
So a lot, like you said, a lot of our styles are inspired through New York.
Right. So just thinking back, speaking on Dapper Dan, right? They was wearing all them prints. Gucci, Fendi, Louis, MCM. I've never seen nobody in LA with none of that on, right? But all the rappers with the dope ropes and shit,
Yeah.
they was wearing all of that shit.
Yeah.
So to us from New Orleans, to us that shit was fly.
We like the fly life, bro.
That
I'm
shit
calling this the fly life.
Yeah, that shit was
Exactly.
fly.
Okay, let's get into the skateboard era.
Oh,
Wayne had the
man.
truck fit,
Yeah.
Bape, Ice Cream,
Yeah.
Billionaire Boys. Do you remember that time in fashion?
Yeah, I kind of, like I said, I never really followed too many of the trends, but that was one of them, like that era when Wayne came with the chains and the chucks and
Yeah, yeah,
vapes and all of that other shit. I thought that was cool because that wasn't like the I guess the stereotypical like dressing like you black. That was kind of like
yeah.
on some rock and
The
roll shit.
skateboard, yeah, rock,
Right.
thrasher era,
Yeah.
thrasher
But
style.
think about it. I think around that time he was with Dipset. He was hanging around
Yeah.
them cats
Skull and
from
Bones. They did
Dipset.
a lot of Skull and Bones,
Yeah.
Wallet
So
Chains and stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Jim Jones, he was wearing all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody from Dipset, not so much Cameron, but damn for sure,
Yeah, he was on that Chrome
Jim
Heart thing
Jones.
before Chrome Heart became Chrome
Yeah,
Heart. Yeah.
yeah. He was doing the Chrome Heart thing before we really knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but that came from New York.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
came from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the leather, like that's like a big thing in certain realms of fashion.
yeah,
Leather goods,
yeah,
like you mentioned earlier, BBH
yeah,
magazine, Straight Uptown.
yeah,
I kind of see it coming back. The leather.
yeah. Customized. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
people getting, but the '80s and early '90s style come back every 20 years.
Cycles itself. Yeah.
It recycle itself. So yeah, like Averex jackets. It's starting to get cold. I've been seeing people with Averex, wearing Averex jackets and shit.
Pele Pele.
Definitely Pelly
Yes,
Pelly.
sir. Yeah.
Yeah, I like definitely that. Like I don't know, like I went from the 8 ball. Y'all remember that?
Oh
Wearing
yeah,
eight
eight
ball
ball. Definitely,
jackets and
definitely.
the leather
The
jackets
colorful
with
patches on it. Yeah.
with patches on them and the Pelly Pelly. If
Mm-hmm.
that come back, I'm definitely jumping on that.
Yeah.
Not so much Averex, but definitely Pelly.
What about
Uh,
Hanson? Do you remember Hanson?
nah,
That's more like a biker style. You think the leather jacket with the
I never really,
got it to the Hanson?
I never really rocked that.
Yeah.
Like my thing, like I started going kind of more casual.
Mm-hmm.
Suede Kenny Cole jackets, like suede and leather, not nothing too, like you know it's expensive. You know it look nice, but you don't really know what
Leather
it is.
goods. It's not a bunch
Yeah,
of prints. A lot of a
yeah,
bunch of branding all over
yeah.
the item.
I kind of started developing that style. Like,
Simplified.
yeah,
Quality
but like
simplified.
kind of toned down, but still like rich nigga
Still a
shit.
presence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
still
what I'm
have a
saying?
presence.
Like they see it like, what is that?
Mm.
I don't know what it is. It don't have no symbols
The
all
cut
over it.
of it, that
Yeah,
makes it the fit.
yeah.
The cut, the
So
fit,
yeah,
the quality of the material.
I remember the Kohan. I remember that
Alexander,
era.
they call him Alexander. That became like a Kohan. Like
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
started rocking
yeah.
those. That kind of like the Kenny Cole. That was my era. High school. The Kenny Cole. Like you
Definitely
said, the
Kenny
double
Coles.
straps, the
I
single
wore them
strap,
too with the
crisscross
buckles
strap.
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my very first pair of Kenny Coles. And I was like, whenever you call yourself trying to put your casual shit on, Kenny Cole, and I was wearing this store called. I used to go to this store called Structure.
Yeah.
Y'all remember
I
that?
remember I had a couple of sweaters
Yeah,
from them. Big
you
thick
know,
knitted. Yeah,
yeah.
yes, sir.
You go get your button downs and you try and get your grown man on, look a little different.
Yeah.
You definitely got the Kenny Coles on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, man. Fashion I've been through a lot of cycles.
yeah.
30 years, 40 years.
A lot of ups and
Yeah,
downs though.
yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm not really too impressed.
Mm.
The big bulky thick sole, $2,000 Louis sneakers and weird looking shit.
Kind of going
It's
left for a
just
lot of. It's like they
weird.
just coming up, waking up one day and just
Yeah, it's like
I'm gonna make something the
I'm not really
craziest.
moved by the new fashion right now.
Mm.
I need really like somebody to breathe like a breath of fresh air in fashion right now because
I think the OGs hold it down for its fashion in New Orleans. Like, that 80s, 90s era.
yeah,
It's like, even when you go to New Orleans now,
older, yeah.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Kind of,
They
yeah.
still holding that
Staying in
back.
their lane.
Yeah.
They're not jumping on the newest thing.
Yeah.
They not letting the youngsters like
Yeah.
take over.
Yeah. But you know, we gonna keep it funky with some G Nikes.
Yeah.
You know, we gonna
Yeah,
keep some
yeah,
fresh
yeah.
forces on.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever gonna go out of style.
Oh no.
You know, you could throw on any outfit or whatever. You know, I can remember me having a blazer on, some jeans, a white V-neck tee with some forces on, and a blazer, and some
That sound like the change clothes
sunglasses.
era right there. The
You
whole
know,
when you had to button up
yeah,
with the forces that kind of
yeah. So
crossing the casual with the athletic sneakers. Yeah, man.
yeah,
Fashion is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? It's
it
your
is.
lane, your comfort zone, whatever you feel good wearing. You can go to Walmart and get a graphic tee.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
The world knows us as the Creole country. You know, Cajun, gumbo,
Yeah,
po' boys, red beans, and rice.
yeah.
Do you think New Orleans get the just due when it comes to fashion?
Well, at one time we didn't, but now we done demanded our respect. I mean, anytime Nike come out with a New Orleans version of Air Force Ones, right?
Okay.
So
I
we done
remember that.
demanded our respect. So as far as like just in any industry, we solidified. The South period, we solidified.
Mm.
No worries. So at first they may not have respected us, but they damn sure respect us now.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What are some brands from the city that you are familiar with at this point in time?
Brands from the city. Right now, it seems like M-Line doing this thing now and then.
Yeah.
M-Line is definitely doing this thing.
Shout out to M-Line.
Shout out to M-Line. Definitely got to give my partner the Sneaker Geeks. Got to give him shout out because his shit is like he been popping like for the last maybe 5, 10, almost 10 years now.
Yeah, that's what it
You
is.
know what I'm saying? So, but just known for it's another guy that recently came out. Damn, I really want to give him a shout out too. But as far as like us being from New Orleans, like having our own fashion, creating our own fashion and our own lane in fashion, we get more respect for that right now. At first,
so time is now.
So the time is really like right now.
Time is now, baby.
Yeah, it's right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You have any closing words? Let the world know how you feeling.
South here to stay, baby. Y'all didn't respect us now. Y'all didn't respect us then, but y'all respect us right now. We here.
It's what
Ain't
it is.
going nowhere.